This is the story of a rather extravagant family. My family is huge, and there's one thing we've all inherited. We don't pass down sparkling jewels or towering mountains. We leave behind cookie recipes. My grandmother Helen used to tell me this. When my great-grandfather returned from sailing around the world, only a few times a year, he would always bake chocolate chip cookies. But on the day Helen turned 25, he was struck by a giant tuna during a fishing accident and never returned. Important things disappear unless you give them shape. So Helen chose to leave behind the taste, the steps. Even as she grew old, Helen baked cookies day after day so she would not forget her father. As if it were proof that Helen was growing older than her father ever had. Her cookies grew darker with each passing year. Helen would always look at me with a wistful expression and gently stroke my head as I ate the cookies. "Don't forget, all right?" She always said that. That phrase is still burned into my mind. Helen's younger brother Samuel was a bold man, trying to recreate the taste of the seas great-grandfather sailed. He dumped absurd amounts of salt into the dough. It was unbearably salty. Yet he alone puffed out his chest, proud of his man's flavor. Helen whispered, "He didn't sail the sea, he sailed rivers." Uncle Victor tried to live a life removed from the secular world. Almost like a werewolf. Maybe he'd heard Helen passed away. He suddenly returned home one day. He baked his cookies over a campfire instead of using an oven. The cookies turned into rocks, and all his teeth transformed into shiny silver. My sister-in-law Emily cannot rest unless everything is disinfected. One bite of her cookies made everyone tipsy. The next morning the room looked like a bomb went off.
Oh my God.
And Emily fainted again from the shock. My father, Dan. Right after I was born, he became a magician. My father chose to learn the magic that had once enchanted the woman he loved. He decorated the kitchen like a stage, dumped all the ingredients into a silk hat, and poof! They vanished. My mother, exasperated, vanished from the house soon after. My father then swore off any magic involving disappearing. My brother Nickel was born on Christmas. Every year he hangs gingerbread cookies on the outside tree. By morning, only crumbs are left. The birds fattened by his cookies end up being served on the Christmas table.
Merry Christmas!
Emily faints every year at the state of the kitchen. He is Christmas itself. My cousin Rudy is aging his dough for 60 years. It's still resting. Father's cousin Franken makes cookies that make eye contact. And so this tradition has continued. But sometimes Grandma's words, "Don't forget," felt heavy on my shoulders. Our tradition began with love. But no one alive knows the taste of the sailor's original cookie anymore. Happy birthday to me.